Hey YouTube, it's Daniel again. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing fine. It's really late at night right now where I live, so everyone in the house is fast asleep, and that's why I'm talking really soft like this. So sorry if you have trouble hearing me. I'm pretty sure if you turn up your volume though, you can still hear me. So just go ahead and turn up your volume. Um, but yeah, I'm trying not to wake anyone in the house up, and it's already past 3 o'clock. I know I'm supposed to be asleep now, but it's Christmas break for me, and I don't go back to school until second week of January. So there's still Christmas and New Year's to look forward to. It's December 21st, 2013, and don't know if you guys have been watching my previous videos on YouTube. I already have uploaded like 4 videos on YouTube, and I think they're pretty interesting. So don't know if you can find them, but if you can, then go ahead and take a look at them because I think you'll enjoy them. Um, thanks for those of you who did watch. Thanks thanks to those who did watch my previous videos on YouTube. Um, I think this is like my 6th video, and I'll try to make it snappy this time. I'll try not to beat around the bush or ramble on about unimportant things. I'm supposed to go to bed soon, so here goes. So basically, today I am going to talk about a public health topic. I'm a public health major in college, and it's it's something that I'm always interested in. Excuse me. Um, I'm I'm very interested in public health in general, especially when it comes to chronic illnesses. And diet and weight management are two topics. Well, I mean, diet and weight management are very interrelated to each other, so I consider them just one topic. And diet and weight management are topics that I'm really interested in, and I guess I just kind of lump them into one category, and I call it the fitness category. To be fit, you need to have a healthy weight and a healthy diet, so I just call it fitness. And I go to the gym a lot, so I'm interested in fitness. And as you know, there's Americans and public health officials have been discussing the topic of weight management lately, because obesity has become such an epidemic here in the United States, and I mean it's the obese excuse me, the obesity rate is starting to plateau a little bit, but it's still pretty widespread. I mean, it's prevalent here in the U.S., especially in certain regions. Um, and there's been a lot of talk about obesity and being overweight and struggling with weight and having to, struggling with weight loss and all that. But I think that there is one topic, or not topic, but one aspect of the fitness topic that is often overlooked. Excuse me. And by the way, I just brushed my teeth, so that's why my throat's kind of itchy. But yeah, I think that's something that's overlooked often, though, is is the fact that there are also skinny Americans. Yes, we're not all fat. I mean, some Americans are thin, skinny, and underweight, even anorexic, unfortunately. Unfortunately, anorexia can have such a toll on the sufferer, both psychologically and physically. And and oftentimes, anorexia and being underweight can be just as bad as being fat and overeating. So I think although we focus a lot on obesity, we don't focus enough on, in my opinion, on um, folks who are, excuse me, underweight. I think that's important too. Um, and, I mean, we're starting to be more sensitive about obesity. You know, we have to be careful when talking about obesity and addressing fat people. You know, a lot of times we can't even use the word fat anymore. We have to use a more politically correct term like overweight, obese, or even metabolically challenged. Yeah, it's kind of I mean, there's a lot of political correctness when it comes to obesity and discussion about obesity, but that's the that's the truth of the matter. I mean, there. I mean, look at all of the advocacy groups and organizations here in the U.S. that support overweight people, like the fat acceptance movement. There is something called the fat acceptance movement, where basically their job is to fight discrimination against fat people and make fat people feel better about themselves. Um, I heard that there are some talk shows or reality shows or programs on TV that where they basically try to make people think or make their audiences think that plus size women are beautiful. You know, curvy women are beautiful. Real women have curves. I've heard of that phrase before. Um, there are a lot of like advertisements, um, advocacy groups that are trying to promote the idea that there should be no discrimination or bias against fat people. Unfortunately, there is a lot of bias against fat people, but I mean, they have. I mean, they're starting to be protected more and more. And it's no longer politically correct to refer to people as fat. And you're not even allowed to talk about a fat person's weight. But but as you guys probably know, um, the same isn't exactly true for skinny people. Um, Although it's not socially acceptable to bash fat people about their weight, it's not right to say, "Oh, you need to stop eating cake or you need to stop eating cheeseburgers because they're making you fat." It's not okay to say that, if but it's okay to kind of bash skinny people on being skinny. It's okay. It's not taboo. It's perfectly, I don't want to say perfectly, but it's pretty socially acceptable to say, "Oh, you look like a stick," or "You look like a toothpick," or "You look like you're anorexic," or "You must have an eating disorder. Gain some weight. Start eating cheeseburgers." It's it's okay to do that. So why the double standard? It's just some. I'm really sorry about my coughing, but um, because I myself am kind of skinny. In fact, I had a few people, both acquaintances, friends, and family members who have, you know, remark made some remarks on me being skinny. I mean, nothing mean. They weren't mean about it, but they were like, "Man, Daniel, you're skinny." Um, yeah, but if I were to say to them, "Oh, wow, you're fat," I mean, some of them are fat. If I were to say to them, "Oh, you're fat. Wow, you got fat." See, now that's not politically acceptable. That's not socially acceptable to say to a fat person. And yet they can say to me, "Oh, wow, Daniel, you're skinny." So again, there's a double standard that, you know, I'm just not sure why it exists. I've been wondering why it's okay for fat people to do that, but not skinny people. Why is it perfectly okay for to bash one and not, it's never okay to bash the other. Um, it's just one of those it's just one of those double standard things that you know interest me. I've been wondering about this for some time, and I would just I just wanted I just want some opinions. I just want some answers from you guys. Do you guys have any idea why um, this is? Do you have any? Do you guys know why this double standard exists? And please feel free to answer. Of course, be no offensive or rude comments. You can comment, answer, um, put some comments on the page as much as you want, as long as they're clean. They're clean. There's not too much profanity. Don't see why there's a need to cuss, but if you do need to cuss, then just go ahead and keep it to a minimum. Keep the comments clean. I really want your opinions, guys, and don't be afraid to speak your mind, but speak your mind in a respectful manner at the same time. Um, but so I need to go to sleep now, but this will be it for today. Again, I want to hear what you guys think. And thank you so much for those of you who watched, and thank you for those of you who will give me some answers to my question. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Bye.